$40 every 2 weeks for is going up to $709 every 2 weeks.
Oh, that's impossible.
That does not include.
This is so dead serious. I've never been more serious. I'm trying not to laugh just because it's so serious, but the talk is never cheap. Everybody who's 25 plus, everybody who's about to be kicked off of their parents' insurance any day now, there's no more healthcare.
Wow. Listen, this video was sent to me by someone on my Facebook page, and they wanted me to see it. Shout out to the person who actually made this video. This is done by T.Y. Buggy Podcast, and what he did was he is pointing out that healthcare costs is going through the roof right now. There's a video on TikTok I want you to see, though, that's connected to this. But let's finish listening to what this young lady had to say on this particular channel here.
Anybody who's going to turn 25 during Trump's presidency, there's no healthcare for you. And if there is healthcare for you, you're going to be paying half of a rent payment for it. You're going to be paying $700 a month, if not every 2 weeks for it.
Wow. So there's going to be a big change. We already know that this is something that has been coming in the big, beautiful bill. And we can just about guess how this is going to affect everyone in America. There's going to be mass chaos. Of course, we know that God is always in control, but there's going to be very, very sick people, and they're not going to be able to pay for health care. And this is something that even myself, I've encountered going to the hospital, the high cost of health care. As I told you before, my health care went all the way up to over $90,000 for just 4 days in the hospital. And you remember when I was in hospital. So I'm sharing my own personal experience, so I can attest to this. This young lady had some more to add to that. Let's listen to her testimony here.
Today, my job released our open enrollment. It started today. I am currently paying $240 every 2 weeks for health insurance for a family, correct? Now, that does not include my vision, dental, 401k, or disability. So when you add all of those in, I'm paying about $550 every 2 weeks for my entire family to have medical, dental, vision. I have disability coverage, and I also contribute to my 401k. We just got our benefits for next year. What I'm currently paying $240 every 2 weeks for is going up to $709 every 2 weeks.
Wow. And so that's what we're looking at. $709 every 2 weeks. $709, that's $1,400 for her family to be covered, for herself to be covered. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's coming next year, 2026.
That does not include my 401k, my vision, my dental, my disability insurance. How can I possibly survive paying $1,500 just in medical coverage?
Wow.
Just in medical coverage. They already kicked our spouses off of our coverage because they said if your spouse can get insurance through their job, we're cutting them off.
Wow, that's amazing. If your spouse can get insurance through the job, they're cutting them off. If they can't, then I guess you're just gonna, I don't know, pay the difference. But that right there, that'd be more than $2,000 in just medical costs. It really doesn't pay to get sick. It's amazing what we're headed towards. You know, again, this is 2026, 2027. I'm sure it's going to be a lot worse. And as we approach 2030, it's going to be just impossible.
So not only did you cut them out, It tripled.
Mm.
$700 just for medical benefits every 2 weeks. I'm not even talking about a month.
Wow, I feel
This
you.
is bi-weekly. How is this? And I work in medical.
Wow. And she works in medical. She works in the hospital. She works in the medical. I don't know really what she does, but can you imagine what a lot of the people who are working won't be able to even afford to take care of their families because of the high cost of medical insurance, just insurance alone. And then I'm sure with Obamacare, there's going to come that penalty for not being able to pay for that insurance, when it comes down to the taxes, because the way it works is that with Obamacare, that if you are covered all 12 months, then there's a reduction in your income tax. But if you're not covered, then they're going to charge you more in income tax. So it's a catch-22. I don't know how people are going to do it,
How is this fair? How does this work for anybody? I can literally cry. I have a daughter that's graduating college next year. I have a daughter that's getting married next year. On top of that, we have to live. How?
Yeah, and with food and costs rising, and then also with them cutting back on benefits. And again, guys, it's just two sides of the same cheek, right? Two sides of the same behind. The Democrats and Republicans, they're going to play that, and I'm going to play that in just a minute because that's what they're going to do. They're going to begin to blame. It's going to be the blame game, but I'm going to play that in just a minute. Let's hear what else she has to say about this here. It's amazing.
How can anybody live spending just $1,500 a month just in healthcare that doesn't cover our dental, that doesn't cover our vision? On top of that, there's a $2,000 deductible and a 20% co-insurance.
Wow. It's amazing. Unbelievable. Let's go over here and check this video out. I pulled up another video, this one here is going to be a more political video. Again, I'm not political, guys, so don't think that I'm going to be the left versus the right game. I'm not playing that game. But of course, they're going to blame each other to try to prove that their side is right when both of them are, like I said,
This is what the current fight.
Two wings on the same dirty bird. Let's take a look at that here. This guy's going to try to explain it from a Democrat's perspective.
Is all about. Nobody wants a shutdown. At least I don't. I don't want a shutdown. But what I also don't want is for people in Georgia that I represent to lose their health care because it's simply unaffordable. Let me show you what I mean. In 2025, this family of four in Chatham County, where I grew up, paid $559.69 per month for the lowest cost option. That's
okay. Look, $500, $600 a month is already a big chunk out of your already dwindling salaries and your hyperinflated dollar. So it's not going to be that right there is not anything that we can relax with. This has just gotten out of hand anyway, ever since the Obamacare fiasco. But I digress. Let me go into this. This is
the lowest cost. Family of four, $559.69 a month. Now look at this. Because of Republicans' cuts to health care last summer, the same family will have to pay $2,131.65 for the lowest cost option.
Guys, this is controlled demolition. There's nobody. There's very few people will be able to afford this. Now, will he be able to afford it? Yeah. people who are representatives, they are pretty much exempt. All of these people who are politicians, all of them need to be cleared out of there, because there's a racket going on. There's a racket going on, and then they want to blame each other and pretend like, oh, it's not me, it's the bad guys over there. It's either the Republicans did it or the Democrats did it. They're both going to be blaming one another, and we got to wake up, guys. We got to wake
You
up.
tell me how an ordinary working family in Georgia is supposed to afford that. Republicans did this. And right now, they won't reopen the government because they're fighting for this. Well, I'm not fighting for Georgians to have their health care premiums quadrupled. I'm fighting to extend their health care and to reopen the government.
Okay, so what he's trying to do is get elected. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for you. And really, guys, all of them need to be expurgated, right? They all need to be put out. And, it's a crying shame that we have these people up in front of us pretending like they are on your side when they are not. And so, anyway, I just really wanted to share this with you. Again, everybody's talking about it, and it's out in the open now what this big, beautiful bill is all about, what all of the things that are be coming in the next, another 4 years. And then we have another 4 years after that. They have a plan to lock this place down and to get everybody into their particular digital ID system where they can track and trace each and every one of us. And they're going to do it by trying to bring us to our knees with high cost insurance, high cost food, and high cost energy. All of this is going to be coming at us. And guys, we got to be prepared, because again, it's going to take a reckoning for people to wake up and then realize that, hey, this is something that we all need to get involved in. And we all need to get involved in, not Democrat against Republican, but we all need to get involved and push back the evil overlords that are pushing this on us. And that's really what we need to do. And even these public servants who don't serve the public, but they serve the special interests of the big oligarchs. You let me know what you think. Share the video, like the video, and all of that good stuff. Remember, it's listener supported. So I appreciate you going ahead and helping out with what you can. But again, the best thing you can do is pray for me and share the video.